Stacking sets, I'm on the chase. Blockchains revving up my pace. Candle spike, I feel the thrill. Bitcoin's got my heart to spill. Oh, moon's in reach. Oh, feel the beat. Oh, bulls break free. Pump it hot, it's me. Pump it, Bitcoin. Pump it, hit the moon. Pump it, oh. Pump it, zoom, zoom. Pump it, Bitcoin. Pump it, ride the groove. Pump it, oh. Pump it, zoom, zoom. Moonrise, I'm lifting you. Hands bold, my fire's true. BTC, it's my spark. Pump like the dark. Woo! Pump it, the Bitcoin. Pump it, hit the moon. Pump it, oh. Pump it, zoom, zoom, zoom. Woo! Pump it, the Bitcoin. Pump it, ride the boom. Pump it, oh. Pump it, zoom, zoom, zoom. Pump it, the Bitcoin. Pump it, fast and free. Pump it, oh. Pump it, victory. Pump it, zoom, zoom, zoom. Pump it, the Bitcoin. Pump it, hit the moon. Pump it, oh. Pump it, zoom, zoom, zoom. Pump it, ride the groove. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Boom, boom, coin. I'm so blockchain, 3,000 sats. Digital cash, I'm stacking that. Miners hashing, rigs on blast. Boom, boom, coin, I'm built to last. Hodl steady, no paper hands. Crypto king with the master plan. Bitcoin, ether, I'm the man. Dropping gains like a rocket lands. Boom, boom, coin, gotta stack it now. Boom, boom, coin, I'm the crypto wow. Boom, boom, coin, watch the market plow. Crypto future, hear me loud. Pow, 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 pow. Boom, boom, coin, gotta stack it now. Boom, boom, coin, I'm the crypto wow. Boom, boom, coin, feel the blockchain vow. Digital riches, I'm endowed. Pow, 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 pow. I'm a whale in the VIP. Altcoin flip, yeah, that's my spree. Cold wallet seeds my key. Rug pull, nah, not from me. Elon tweets, the charts go wild. Diamond hands, I'm crypto style. D5 beats, I'm dialed in. Boom, boom, coin, let's begin. Boom, boom, coin, gotta stack it now. Boom, boom, coin, I'm the crypto wow. Boom, boom, coin, watch the market plow.
Check, 1 2 1 2.
Future, hear me loud. Pow, 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 pow. Boom, boom, coin, gotta stack it now. Boom, boom, coin, I'm the crypto wow. Boom, boom, coin, feel the blockchain vow. Digital
Gotta get that
riches,
cowbell.
I'm endowed. Pow, 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 pow. Yo, I got the hash, I got the power. Bull run rising by the hour. NFTs, they bloom and flower. Crypto game, I'm the tower. Let's go boom, market shake. Pump it up, no mistake. To the moon, no breaks. Boom, boom, coin, feel the quake. Boom, boom, coin, gotta stack it now. Boom, boom, coin, I'm the crypto
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for the turkey.
Boom boom crypto sound, stacking coins I'm unbound. Boom boom blockchain crown, pow pow pow, I shut it down. Gotta get that. Boom boom cool.
For those of you out there hitting that like button, I should say thank you.
So we be here in the lounge. Could go to the lounge. Switch it up a little bit. Don't have all the graphics over here, but hey. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the daytime stream. Normally stream at night, about 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But when we got some goody stuff happening, or especially a day like today, nice little pump happened here today. She was looking a little questionable over here. A lot of people will be faked out thinking that was going to be a top pattern. Did break to the downside. Looked like a triple top possible. But she came down, caused some support. On this little small time frame, I'm looking on the 6-minute. It was the 100 moving average that gave us that support there. That was nice. This was the 618 Fibonacci area we were checking out. Good place to get rejected. Interesting that you got above it before we lost it. Regained it. Target we've been looking for, talking about for nearly a week. Hoping that we'd get here. Starting to wonder if it would have enough steam to make it up there. Thinking maybe the mid 116s might be as far as we get. But we did. We made it up here. This is a very important level. This is a level that we lost before we made all this downtrend. This is the level that we held before we lost it, made all this downtrend. This is the area that we're testing right now. And she's fighting hard. So we got to watch and see if we actually get a breakout above this, reclaim this area. If so, bullish. Even getting rejected here could lead to a little bit more of the correction. Could lead, not as bad as getting rejected here at 115. Could still lead to a lower low, probably more than likely a higher low than what we had at that 111, 112 area. If we lose this area, I would be looking at coming back down here to retest this 113 area. It may only be about 114. But that would be a sizable drop, and that would probably happen over the weekend. My take on this, just 2%. It's not bad. 100x leverage, then it's bad. But at 5x leverage, is not that bad. Just 10%. So it's Thursday, and usually starting on Wednesdays, they start setting the trap for the weekend. I do this ahead of time. That trap is usually a nice move up to the upside to get everybody to chase, or move to the downside to get everybody to get freaked the hell out and start selling off. As you can see, we got kind of a strong uptrend happening since this morning, 1 o'clock last night, right around our stream time there, if I'm reading this right. And then we've claimed from 114 all the way up to 117. Now, if that doesn't entice some chasing, I don't know what was. Saw some little flag chasers today. I guess they got their little asses handed to them. They were doing okay. This is the danger about trying to draw a flag. If your guru is teaching you to just immediately put everything in the flag, you probably notice that's how you can get your ass handed to you over here, because that one actually broke down, stopped the guru out. It even, technically broke some trend lines there, but recovered it. Ooh, that's the nice. When it recovered it, that was a good sign, something good going on right here. Let's take a look and see what might else be going on here. We got a nice little channel idea forming. Suggests to me we might be able to come right on up here, because we are starting to clip this over as support. I'm on a small time frame, but look what's happening. We're starting to reclaim it on the 6-minute. If we can get this to carry over, get a nice 4-hour candle, a 1-hour candle, and then up to a 4-hour candle to close above that line, that will be the bullish sign that I'm looking for right there. That's a nice come up. It's probably good to zoom out and see just what the hell we're looking at here for Bitcoin. Let me go to a chart that's not as mucked up here. Get rid of some things we don't need anymore. That's kind of redundant. This is kind of old new stuff when we were back in this area. So this is the area that we traded for the longest time, and let's see what else we can do here. Get rid of. We don't need any of this old stuff at all right now. So what I'm going to do on this one, I've done it before, but I don't have it lined up here. That little red line, that 236 Fibonacci here, this is where I'm getting it from swing low to swing high. Oh, that's that one. That's the one we just caught. That's the one we just caught. The major one that I'm looking for. Oh, gotcha. We're getting twisted right here. There we go. Swing bottom right there. Here we are. So we took the Fibonacci from this impulse move, the low of it, when we broke past the trend line last time and broke it, up to that swing high. And that's where our little 236 red line is. That's the one that we've been respecting. It's a shallow line. It's really shallow. But as you can see, I've got this other red line that we bounced off of. That's also the 236 from the bigger pull. Beautiful that it happened against this trend line. We could be looking at a big ass strong move from this. I'm just saying. We're going to take a measured move from that because I've already put my fibs away. But bouncing from here, if this sticks, if we maintain this trend line here on Bitcoin, this is the 4-hour chart, regaining the 4-hour 200 moving average, bullish. That target actually does take us to 161. I think I saw somebody else mention 160, and I haven't seen anybody else mention that before. And this is the first time that I think I've gotten close on some other targets. That's the first time that I've actually got this target on anything that I've seen. So we got confluence right there for a measured move at 160, bouncing from this area. I wonder if they're using the fibs to determine that, or if they got another system. I'm kind of curious. I have to try to figure out who I saw that mentioned that. That is on the table, 160,000. I think I saw a headline that said 160 by, I don't know, wasn't quite the end of the year, but like maybe September or something. I think it might have been Didi. It might have been Didi, Bitcoin family. It might have been him. I don't know. He's a good analyst too. He's a good dude. I like Didi. Anyway, now I got some confluence that says, yeah, that might be happening. Here on the 4-hour, if you see where we got that nice strong push up, and once we reclaimed that 200 moving average, now what we were talking about last night on the stream, where this one was looking like to bearishly cross, but we were hoping that it would do the little duck lips. I don't know if you remembered when oh man, I don't have duck lips on this screen. There's no duck lips on this screen. I forgot we're in the lounge. We're not in the normal trading place. But basically what that is instead of crossing, it starts doing this. And we get them little duck lips. Quack, quack. So all we're waiting for now is a little confirmation that we can get above this 117.3 and hold it. We need to get some candles cleared above it. It's cool to tap it, but you know, until we get above it and actually break a candle above it, print a candle above it. We need to print one above it. We could lose it. If we lose it, and then we come back at least probably to the 200 moving average or the 21. The 21 would definitely be on the radar. That's back at 115 again. That's also back retesting this little guy here that we broke out of, right? We don't want that to happen. I mean, it wouldn't be terrible if it did. You know, you would have be working on still higher lows, but still not knocking out a higher high. The best scenario that we could be looking for, the bullish scenario, what we would love to see maybe happen over this weekend going into Sunday. If that happens, or maybe it happens tomorrow and they dump us over the weekend. I don't know. They're setting us up for a weekend trap. That was the thesis I'm trying to get out. The worst thing that you can do right now is chase as these candles go up. That's why I was mentioning these flag programs and patterns like that. That's chasing. You're buying the tops, potential tops, in hopes of it going. You're buying high to go higher, but you're not realizing when you're flagging things out at these tops. Well, if you're not zooming out, you're not seeing that you're at these resistance levels, and we're at a dang gosh darn good resistance level. It's looking juicy. It might break out. The flag might work, but it's a risky flag to take those ideas, and that's how a lot of new people get caught up in the weekend trap. The weekend trap. So what we need to do, the bullish scenario would be to come up and take out this higher high, hitting 120. From there, yeah, we'll pull back, more than likely. probably come back to where we are now. That would be the best option, to not lose that again, and then we could see a higher high from there. That's bullish. That would lead this into being a Wyckoff theory spring. That would fall in that category. Several other ways to look at that, where you break out a pattern, come down, flush everybody out, and go. Actually, if you just connect the lines, the pattern itself tells you what's going on. And it's just she's a channel, baby, with a possible breakout. Bullish. Nice little W pattern here against a trend line. I likes it. If you're going to do it, if this is going to be some big ass bull flag on a bigger scale, if we want to try to look at it that way, it's got a good chance. Remember, we're still waiting to get the measure move from this last one. We still have not made that. That's about 140,000 from the targets that we had from this little breakout. We still haven't made it up there. This is just on the way. Try not to forget where we come from or what we were looking at before. You remember this little guy? I'm going to do the AB equals CD. That was the one that gets us up to 135, 136 area. So we're picking up some nice little target areas to the upside to anticipate that we can be going to, and that looks kind of juicy. I guess the bigger question, I'm coming over to the 1 hour. I'm seeing the resistance areas over here. Got some work to do here. It does have some work to do on these smaller time frames. There's still some resistance there. These ribbons have started to flip bearishly here, and that was a warning sign. I think the 4 hour is your best time frame to kind of monitor this over the weekend. It definitely looks a lot more bullish than the 1 hour, I can tell you that. So it's going to be fighting, it looks like, for the rest of the night, I think. Let me come down to the 15-minute. Although I gotta say, this one right here looks like she might be trying to actually print a candle on the smaller time frame, like a 15 or a 5 minute or something above here. I hope she can do that. That's great, but if she get rejected, it's okay. Maybe just a little pullback, see what happens. But if she does get above it, honestly, I would actually prefer to see that. Just a little bump up, and then, let's play around above the line for a little bit instead of below it. I would be more pleased if that happens. Let's see if it does. We don't know what it's going to do. We just know it's at a perfect area to get rejected and a perfect area to retake and show us who's boss. And just by looking at how strong that this trend line has been, even on the 6 minute time frame, maybe we got a chance. Maybe we got that chance to do it. So nothing but encouragement here for Bitcoin to try to make it up higher and higher. I've been kind of leveling out, taking some profits on the way. Some of the buys that I made down in these lower areas, taking some profits here to see what's happening. De-risking in case we do get the rejection, that, I've got a plan to have some dry powder or margin paid back just in case we need to come down and, buy that little dip that might be coming up. Meanwhile, while Bitcoin's going up, what is happening in the altcoins? Well, they're feeling kind of frisky too. We got a blessing going on right now. We got Bitcoin that's going up, and then we've got Bitcoin dominance, which is continuing on this little downward trend. That's cool. That's cool. I'm going to come to a 4 hour on you too, because we're approaching these areas of support, and we found some support a few hours ago there, so it's going to be a little tricky. We do like that we lost this trend line here. That's cool. If we could lose this trend line, so much the better. Start working our way down here to the 60% area. That would be a nice little run for altcoins over the weekend. That's what I'd like to see. The danger is that they play us, then maybe tomorrow or something they start playing with our heads again. Maybe the weekend they'll dump us down, or maybe they'll continue up, So we got to keep our eyes on some of these ideas here. Do that, as well as the Bitcoin or the stablecoin dominance, which is the chart that I'm looking at here on the 4 hour. It's also coming down, and that's a good sign too. That means the money's coming out of stablecoins, going into Bitcoin and into some of our altcoins. As we look at total 3, and this is the 4 hour total 3, candles going up. I mean, our altcoin bags are looking better. They're liking it so much better. Look at this, a lot like Bitcoin, had a solid trend line that we bounced off of, made a higher low here. We need to take out these highs. That would be awesome. We could get back up to where we were toward the end of July, or maybe in that third week of July, when we were starting to feel good, like, hey man, this stuff is starting to work again. Yeah, we might be making a comeback. Then we had our correction. If we look at it from where we came down and touched this, we came down here. We have one wave, a two wave, Still be working on the 3. This cannot be a 4 because these two touch, so cancels that idea, meaning that by Elliott wave standards, if I am not mistaken, I do not believe that I am, this would be your 1 wave, and now this will be our 2 wave, setting us up for a possibility of a juicy 3 wave there. Elliott, do you believe? Oh, you're on something else right now. Elliott's looking at this little small thing. He still thinks we've got a chance to come up here to $1.08 trillion. Elliott, we got anything on the bigger? You see that, or am I just imagining stuff? All right, Elliott. This is why we don't ever party, Elliott. You're just kind of out there sometimes, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, let me come over and see what's going on with you guys. Shout out to you guys. I see Dylan's in the house. I think we're going to have to go back over to the there we go. Have to go back over to this screen so we can give the hand clappies. Dylan BA number 1. See you here, my friend. Bullish on parade. Good to see you guys. So far, I think it's in Duality C. Glad you guys are here. Looks like there's about 4 people hanging out right now. So I went over the basic things I want to go over. Bitcoin at a great area to try to even go higher. That was the target that we've been looking for dang near almost a week. And I'm glad to see we had enough strength to finally get there. And on a Thursday, that's kind of cool. So depending on if we get rejected or go above the current area at 117.3 400, kind of shaping up what kind of weekend we're going to have, right? Kind of nice. Whether that's a continuation of the pump tomorrow, then start a weekend dump or sideways, there'll be some games played. Don't get it wrong, there always is. But it's kind of nice here on Total 3 because this was an area we can get rejection from, and we're at a good area for support. Now we can overcome these areas that were rejection and actually start making it up to these areas. That's what we're setting up for, and it's starting to look nice. Trajectory is going this way, and now we're going this way. Do you see that? We were going on this angle, and now we're going on to this angle right here. A lot of play there for altcoins. Not altcoin season, but a nice little rally for altcoins. Pretty cool. Looking over here and seeing how we're doing today on altcoins. Yeah, these are the numbers that we started getting used to, right? Starting to see about 4 or 5% a day, right? 3 or 4 days in a row. Don't take time for that to add up. Do you find out, I'm up 20% on this coin. Awesome. And then some of them just go up there in one day, right? Some of them popping off. That's cool. That's cool. Today's a good day. XRP's up to 311. Pendle's up to 466. Even the Hex over here is up to 1.2 cents. When are you going to get back to 32 cents? What? Is that a thing? Here's some coins I'm not familiar with that are popping off right now. This one's getting a lot of traction right here. She went from half a penny to what? 22 cents? Autonomy? Now she's in a pullback. Could have been a pump and dump group, or could have been anything. I haven't heard anything about it. Guys, if you got any altcoins you want to take a look at real quick, let me put my little marker up. We'll take a look at them. Otherwise, I've kind of just got my little update out of the way, and we'll do our nightly stream and start looking at some stuff. But definitely should be some good altcoin trades out there. Should be some good profit points that are starting to approach us. I'll take a look at one that I've been tracking over here, and that's pump.fun. She did so good, everybody chasing, then it dumped on everybody, and oh man, and this was a good little place to start getting in, so I did. And I'm still looking for her to come up to basically 0.0042 area. Got another little target here at 0.004. I'm here on the 8-hour time frame. No particular reason, just to get a bigger time frame. 18%, 20% gains there. Come to the 4-hour. That's where I want to look at for it for the weekend. Nice parabolic move. Starting to lose this particular line, so we'll take that into account. We'll go back to standard trend lines here and get us a nice one. I'm going from the wick to these bodies. Bodies taking the most of the angle, touching the wicks here. That's good. Gives us a nice little trend line and possibly a nice little channel idea. See if that fits in anywhere. Not as great there. Little something. Oh yeah, it does internally here. So still got some resistance up ahead here at the 0.00 through this 0.003 area. See if we can continue making our higher highs and higher lows. Can't ask for anything better than that. And draw a new secondary trend line as we're starting to deviate from this other guy, right? Bullish, nice. So we can see some moves, maybe even up here to this little juicy area. 0.0004 out of pump.fun. It's left this little zone here area, flipped it, this little guy right here from resistance into support, and you can make the gosh darn argument that you can just take the measure move from that, put that at that little breakout, and that's where we're getting that target 0.0042 for pump.fun. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Take a look at Pingu, another little meme coin idea that people chasing. Starting to come back into the trend line. That could go very bullish. I like that idea. Middle of red clouds, possibilities here. And got some more work cut out for it to do. That's a good sign. Pulls this off, it could be a nice, we could recover these areas really quick. So at this point that I would like to take a top trend line, and I might go from the wick, top wick to the candle body. That's a way to do these. Just know that, you know, from candle bodies to candle bodies is telling you that right up here at 0.0042, you're going to have some resistance. So just keep that in mind. Trend lines are your friends. They tell you everything you need to know a lot of times too. So out of Pingu, see another 16% coming to retest this area, and hopefully go up there to the 5-cent area. Pingu, if we reclaim this area, and we can start working our way up to a higher high here. Nice 54% gains up there at 5.7 cents. Sweet. You don't think we can do it? Don't think we can do it? Tell you what, I want to draw this little line here, and it looks crazy as an MFer right now. But I think you'll see that we get close to it at some point. May not even actually touch it. Then again, we might. But even just getting halfway up to it, quite the move. Could be seeing that. That's how these little guys like to work sometimes. We come back to the chat, see who's hanging out. We got 5 people hanging out. Can we... What can we see? What can we please chart time? Chart time. If you give me a coin, I can. Jackson, I'm sorry, I didn't see a chart, a coin request there. Oh, chart time, the coin time. Duh. Sorry. Takes me a minute sometimes. You know, I'm kind of upset because this one pumped on me and I missed it. Because she got really close to a point where I was going to take some profits and kind of reduce my risk on this coin. I got tired of holding this one, but I missed that pump to 21. I think I'm really looking for about 24. I'm kind of looking for this area up here. So I'm not too heartbroken. This one's been... I mean, this one, try your patience right here. But I've got a couple of bags of this, one on Binance Smart Chain, and then I guess the other one is it on Ethereum. So it did come down to our sweet little buy box there, about $9, and tap that little guy. Nailed it! And cool. I guess we'll leave that there. It did actually come down and touch that. 27 is that's a high target. But I believe she can get up there, and for me, that's kind of worth it to wait for that. It's just very tiring to wait for that. Draw a trend line, and it's got some wicks, so we got some fuzzy wuzzies. It's a little fuzzy of a trend line, but she's trying to. She's on a, you can call it a falling wedge if you want. That works. That works actually really nice. Takes them a little while, but when they break out, it's usually worth it. And you can, I mean, the target's over here to $45. It sounds kind of crazy now because she hasn't been there since over a year, almost a year and a half. But that's what we need to do, is come up to test those areas for any of these bottom patterns. When you get a high like that, a little butt crack like I call it. I would love to see it go back up there, because I would love to take some profits out of my time bags, because I'm just tired of holding them, man. The tokenomics and everything, and the price history, and where the levels it reached below make it sound like it's a good little lottery ticket, but man, riding it through all this and playing and waiting for these little things to happen, or missing them when they do, it's been kind of trying. So it may just be me just being tired down on this one, but there's been some faster horses. I think it's the project may be just a little bit above its time, or hasn't just caught on yet. Now it might roll into it, or maybe something else different will come around and replace it with better technology. I don't know. We run that risk too. So I want to see coins move and not just hang on to them and them go steady. You don't want to hold on to these for years and then because they're doesn't work exactly the same way companies work exactly. Software developers move on to more exciting things, and then things that are kind of forgotten about, they have no incentive to go back and work on, right? And they can get forgotten about. Common story here in crypto with some of these coins, developers. Or else they'd take some of that existing technology that they've already been worked at so hard, they're open source, and build upon it and make it better and keep adding to it. But no, it's like, no, we want to do something totally new. Let's make a whole new coin, and it's whole new money coming in. Ooh, whole new billions. Yeah. Oh, screw that other coin. Yeah. I mean, it was good. It was fun, but yeah. I mean, we're probably going to do a Zap's copy of it, but just call it something different. Yeah, but screw that project. Yeah, we're done with that. Yeah, we already made our money from that one. We're ready to go take more billions from you guys. Yeah, who wants to buy this coin really cheap? We got it for sale. We're going to have an IPO. Come on. Ooh. I would say that the best people that make all the money in crypto are developers, wouldn't you? Thank you, dog. Can't trust anyone besides you. Oh, thank you, Jackson. Well, there's some trustworthy people out here, because there's a few that are just going to tell you anything that they think you want to hear. But there's some good analysts out here. There are. How dare you go live without me? Hey, how's it going, Nabe? Good to see you. All right, let's take a look at a few coins. Probably some we looked at before. Take a look at SWE. See how SWE's doing today. I guess here on Binance. I'm on the daily chart. Got a nice green candle for today. See, we got some resistance ahead and got to work through, so that's kind of weird. Maybe I just need to redraw a trend line. Maybe I've got to. Oh man, I don't want to clear everything out. Sometimes my charts get too much stuff on it. We don't need you anymore. Those can stay. Those are still good. This can be finessed though. I'm gonna go from candle bodies right here. Oh, okay. So it looks like we got a trend line, more solid. Just gotta sometimes retweak them there a little bit, go by the rules. Bodies to bodies works good, and now we got a strong bottom trend line and probably a little angle confluence. A little reciprocal angle coming in here. Oh, snap! 462, is that on the radar? It looks like it's on the radar. It looks like we're trying to head that way now. So 462, and then we also got to pay attention right to this $4 psychological area, which keeps knocking us down. We've been wicking through it every time we got up there, and this last time we threw it more, so it may not have as big of a problem to get through it this time. Let's cross our fingers and hope that we can kind of spread through there like a hot knife through butter and come up to 462 for a sweet. I like that. It's 26% gains from here. Got a higher target up there at 496, but let's take one step at a time, see how we're doing here. Guess we can use some indicators over here. Here on the daily, we got the green dot. So probably going to see this on a lot of altcoins right now. Be cautious on this one. We still got money flowing in the red, so yeah, maybe it'll flip green here in a little bit. Got some most other indicators look like they're going up. Still need to see that money flow going to the green when you really want to see the good effect of the swing here to the upside. Otherwise, this is going to be fighting against the current there. Come down to the 4 hour. 4 hour is a great place to look at these, especially going into the weekend. Finding some resistance here at the 100 moving average, but this little red Ichimoku cloud says we're ready to party. We're in the middle of the party zone now, trying to figure it out. Bump out on the other side of it. Can go up and down in here, but it'll kick us out on the other side. Usually, that's what we're looking for anyway. Put the probabilities of what we're looking for, not a definite or absolute what is going to happen and what has to happen. Because the same things doesn't happen every time, but similar things do happen quite a lot in these situations. Always be a retest back to the bottom of this to retest this little breakout here at 356. Could happen. Don't see it happening anytime too soon. But it's just a possibility. $4 for Squeeze, where we're headed, in my personal opinion. Going to look at some of these bigger market cap coins like Avalanche, which is up at almost $23 again. That's cool. Made a higher low. That's even cooler. We like that. Now we got a nice little trend line going on there and starting to deviate away from it here. You start seeing it starting to go. Yeah, she's wanting to go up to about $24, $25 again and test that area. This time though, let's get these fibs off of here for right now so I can draw them on there again. Oh, hi. Some resistance up here about 26 when we run into this dotted line. We're already testing the resistance. What happened is that we made an M shape that has a neckline here. When you break that, it's in full effect. And now we retested it, bearish retest, but instead of coming down lower, we caught and made a higher low. That's the first sign something's about to happen. Maybe watch it. She should have went on down, but she didn't. And when she doesn't do what she should normally do, then that's a sign, well, something else might be afoot here. It could still come up here and then do that, so that's what we're kind of looking for. But what we want is for this M pattern to validate, and that will be when we get back above this little neckline. That will invalidate this and say, ha ha, it's fooling you. That's just a joke. We're just kidding. We just wanted to take your money legally. We're just trying to rob you legally. We can tighten up our trend line, and that's nice. So we got a secondary trend line coming off this major one. Good sign. I like what I'm seeing for AVAX. That kind of tells me, if you want to see the crazy ass measure move for this one, and without fibbing it out because I'm feeling just a little lazy, we'll go back to the manual method to do it here, and that takes us up to $32.23 measured move target, which is just above our Fibonacci target for the next level at $30. I'd love to see you get to $30. Try not to sell too much before you get there. Higher highs, higher lows, even higher highs here, higher low from down here, so looking frisky. I guess I'll take a look at a meme coin. This is Godius Maximus. It was hot a while back and not so much now. Does it have a chance to get back to these areas, 25 cents that it was just a few months ago, or even crazier prices that it was even before that? This little AI guy that created its own coin and did some other things. Watching for this, we got a possible bear trap situation here. Get back into the pattern, gets back above 10 cents there. Good chance with it we might start hitting to 17 sooner than not. Just saying. Got a few bumps in the way there, of course, about 12 and 14 cents. But breaking back in there would be a nice little sign that she wants to flip bullish on us, so that's what I'd be looking for here. The other option is to get rejected there and continue down. Don't want that to happen, especially when everything else is trying to go up. Just makes more sense that you'll probably try to sneak a bear trap in here, so keep your eyes on Godius if that's one of your coins. She may be trying to work on something and get a little frisky. You got anything on the indicators here? Looking a little tired there at the moment, but money flow is starting to come up to the green there. Let her fight through this area a little bit. Let's see what she does there. You guys remember Pendle? It's up to 446 after making a higher low down here at 381. Not a bad place to be picking that up, I gotta say. From there to here, it's 22%. I guess we can clear a lot of this crap off now, can't we? Oh, that's from over here. That's still valid. I'll just clean up our chart here. So inverted head and shoulder bottom that we came back and we retested. That's where we found our support there at 380 was on that neckline. It lost it before, did a higher high, came back and found it there. That's a good sign, people. You can actually take this little line here, put it here. Now we got our new trend line and tighten it up a little bit. Now that angle should be pretty gosh darn good to tell us what kind of channel that we're in, and not as good as I'd like. So if I don't see it line up nicely, perfectly, or as close as possible, where I get candle body touches or something like that. I disregard that idea. Maybe there's still some stuff to be done on this trend line. Higher highs or higher lows, leading to higher highs. Still looking for 510 and 572. Out of Pendle, just hadn't seen it yet. Come down to the 4 hour. Nice. Nice. Hot, sexy, beautiful. Draw a trend line on the top and you can see the breakout. Might come back and retest that area, $4.30 area after it reaches up here. Could happen, could happen. Just be ready for it. A lot of times you do go up, then you come back to around the breakout areas or support areas within that pattern. Remember that. That'll help you kind of plan things out on how to take profits or come back in and add to your bags. Just understanding that. I don't see that taught enough. All I see is this to the upside, this to the upside. Find another flag. Just keep flagging them out. And, you know, there's just some more to this that can help you out than some of those little ultra simple strategies that can get you caught up. Coming back to the chat real quick. Gotta go celebrate Nephew's Day. Nephew's birthday? Hey, have fun, my man. Glittery Marshmallow. Good, I'll see you guys tonight. Got 5 people hanging out. I see no more requests for any coins here. Hey, was that? Well, saw message retracted. I thought it was Soul. All right, I'm going to take a look at just a few more of these altcoins. There was one that were MYX Finance. Kind of new, kind of up there, kind of iffy. She did pull back a little bit. Did you? Oh, you did. That was, I think was that after? I missed it. So I was looking for it to come back somewhere under $1 and right through the 70-80%. We looked at it before. We probably got the chart somewhere. I thought that would be a good place to get into it. I missed it. She does look like she's getting a little tired, so might be seeing a pullback to this one. See if we can get back to around $1.25. It would be preempted, I think, to flag this one to the upside. Just see, give her some time to do some stuff. That was a nice little pullback there, right here. And I took my eye off the ball, did not get in on that. Little bit suspect to do this. I mean, maybe she does blast off to the upside. Okay, and in that case, you're looking for it to actually be a rising kind of thing. So the best way on this one is to wait till you actually get the breakout, and even then there's no guarantees, because what this usually does is this angle matches, and so if we do get something, it may be $3. 163 to $3 is not bad though. I would watch this for a break of the top trend line. I'm not going to put this in a flag shape because I just refuse to do that. But breaking out to that level would probably be a safer entry, or else she could be coming back down to these areas here to test, even as low as about 120-ish or something. Take a look at Caspa. Approaching 9 cents here. High or low, that's cool. We're near the bottom of the trend line. Maybe she'll get some love here. We've got to find some resistance up here in these areas, about 10 cents. So see what happens when we come back and test those areas. Need to knock out this high at 9.2 cents basically, and if we do that, we can see that we're making progress. Got some work cut out to do. It's trying. Take a look at this coin called Zora. Having a nice day today. Looks like we bounced from our lows of about 6 cents to almost toward 8 cents. Got our actual breakout of this trend line idea here, right? Beautiful, beautiful. Might retest the 7.1 area. Come back to this area on a retest idea. If we can we draw it? Can you draw a line? Can you? Might come back and retest like that. So you might have that idea right at 7 cents, but otherwise, she looks like she's trying to make higher highs, higher lows, and just get on with her life and start going to a beautiful new target here. what did you do? Huh. You're not squaring up with me, so I'm not sure how this particular target will work for me, but we're going to put you out here. We get a target about 11.7 cents and a nice little shorter term target about 9.3 cents. Great little areas to look for to take some profit out of this little guy. From where we are to there, what does that look like? From the breakout area to up there, let's see what that looks like first. Anybody bought the breakout, because that would have been a good entry. 47%. 75%, maybe 88%. And from where we are right now, it'd be 18%, 40% for that higher high area, up to 50%. Not bad, but not a good entry here. This is the 1 hour, and she's already getting a little top heavy. I'd expect a pullback again, about 7 cents there. 3 people hanging out. All right, guys, I thank you for hanging out. Went over Bitcoin. I'll just go back over it again. We are still at the 1700, 303 area. Looks like we're getting our rejection there. So the first time, let's see what it does around here, around this trend line area. Let's see if we can get a catch and a bounce and maybe try to go do it again. If we do, we may actually break above it, and that's what we want to see. Otherwise, well, they may be starting to drag us down going into the weekend, going into Friday and Saturday and playing that game with us. And that's okay, because that usually means a pretty good Sunday or Monday when they do that. Okay, so the goal is don't get caught in their trap. So chasing, doing all the flags and all that stuff, that resistance, that's just how you get caught into the trap. Trying to buy here to go off. So there could be a possible short here. Now, the idea about taking a short here, which is not a bad idea, is that you got tight risk to reward control. Now, some people don't like trying to do this. I do. I think this is the best place. You got the tightest risk to reward. You know, if you break up above this trend line, it invalidates the short. And if it doesn't, you might have a dang good short that might come all the way. Why don't we go back to 115, man? That's crazy. What did we go all the way back down here? Which we could. 114, 113 even. That could turn into a good short. All we got to do is lose this trend line after getting rejected at a major area of support. So there is a short play. It's risky for a short. I'm just going to say that. But the less risky of all your things, if you wait for it to lose levels and everything, which is good, it's a more conservative play to do that, right? But if I wait for areas to get broken and then enter a short, with a situation like that, I mean, what will happen? You enter the short when it breaks and then it comes back up and stops you out. You can get stopped out a lot. Not as likely to get stopped out here, and if you do get stopped out here, well, the stop tells you something. Tells you we have to go bullish. Here it just chews you up and stuff like that. And then when you finally get the move, you only get a little bit of the move, right? You only get, oh man, there's only 0.5% move to our target. Because you're waiting for all the confirmation. Valid way to do it. It is. I got nothing bad to say about it. But if you can catch them at these areas, pivot points, which is what this is, they're great places to enter shorts. Just saying. Just throwing that out there. It's just like buying the bottoms. You know, they're kind of risky when you buy the bottoms. You got to kind of give them some breathing room, and you know, notice if we inverted it. Just like this. We were buying the bottom. It's the same deal, man. I'd be looking at this saying, man, that's a pretty good low risk trade to get in. Because if I got a target way up here to hit, I can put my stop loss really freaking tight, man. If I lose that line, I know this idea is invalidated. It's probably going to keep on coming down, following some kind of trend line. Yeah, or whatever. Could put it below the trend line if I wanted to put my stop loss or below the trend line. However, and the risk to reward ratio is so much better this way, right? So just sharing that idea. Flip you back so we can get confused. So there might be a possible short out here for the shorters. Just giving that out. Guys, thanks for hanging out. Bye, people. I'll see you tonight about 10:30. Bring your list of altcoins, any that you're interested in. It looks kind of interesting. Again, total 3. She's got some room to move, meaning altcoins can move over this weekend, tonight, tomorrow. Going into the weekend, it gets a little iffy. We'll see what kind of games they got playing. So let's keep up. So either we start continuing on up with altcoins tonight. I think that's possible. Maybe they dump us tomorrow. I don't know. I'm taking profits as we go. We got some resistance over here with altcoins. Going up there. Getting paid, baby. This is getting paid. Ah, like it. We're not chasing. We're not buying. I gotta buy some more. It's going up. I gotta buy some. No. That's how they get you. Every time that's how they get you on the weekends. Don't do that. Have your bags and you start selling them sell orders out there. Let them sell orders hit. We all know that altcoins love to come back down to discounted prices. Oh snap, I just ran my chart. We got to go back over that. We just did Bitcoin, did altcoins. We're doing our Bitcoin dominance here on the 6 minute, still going down. Got some support down here, so you know what that says, man. Bitcoin dominance comes down here and finds support. The altcoin game's going to flip. They're going to start giving back some of that gains. Just saying. Keep that in mind. You can be taking profits on some of them altcoins if you up little by little. Just spreading the news. See you tonight, guys. Happy trading. Go make that money. Life-changing money. It's right around the corner. Just saying. Bob Lormis. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Working 2 jobs, bones so worn, my soul's on borrowed time. Single mom, my kids needs torn, but your love's my.
For those of you out there that hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you.
Thank
Thank you very much.
Dating the road, I can't